Hello, folks, and welcome to the Southern Drink Review. I'm Derek,
And I'm Dan.
and we are here talking about one of my favorite holidays. It is the week of Cinco de Mayo, which means I get to eat a lot of Mexican
And
food.
drink responsibly.
Lots of beer, though. You can drink responsibly a lot
Yes.
of beer. All right.
Over time, yes.
So, if you check our description, you will see us linked to ranking the top 6 beers that we could find for Cinco de Mayo, specifically Mexican style cervezas. And right now, we're going to talk about the top 3. The reason is because, well, we agreed on the top 3,
Yep.
and the bottom 3 were not really 100% worth talking about.
Right. And this was a blind taste test, by the way.
Yes, it
So
was a
it
blind taste test. If you go and check the description, you can see everything about it. Just go ahead and click on the link, watch it, and you'll see how we did it. We explain our methodology and everything else. So let's start at number 3 because we did agree on both the top 3 and the order. So number 3 for both of us, if you notice, has a T on the bottom. That is Tecate. So this is one of the darker examples that we
Yep.
have here. So appearance wise, it still has foam on it.
Yeah,
These
still
were
has a bit of a
poured
head.
about 15 minutes ago. For a lager to still have some head, that's pretty
Right. But
impressive
the
when it comes.
reason but sorry about that, I didn't even talk over you, but the reason that it ranked at number three was because I mean it had a great mouthfeel and everything, but it was thicker. You
Yeah,
know.
it's well, that's part of the mouthfeel. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But the thing, yeah, it was too thick. And like I said, go ahead. We're not going to talk about why we ranked where we ranked at. If you want to see why we ranked, go ahead and check out the description. So we're going to just talk about the beer. So odor wise, it smells like a beer. I
That's
mean,
right. It's
that's
yeah.
the thing. These are all Mexican lagers. Most lagers don't have a large amount of aroma. It's got it's got a little sweetness to it. It actually has a little bit of corn if you get it like a whole
Yeah.
bunch in your mouth. I mean, your nose.
Mhm.
But as for after we did that, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna notice the mouthfeel. How carbonated is it? How does it feel thickness wise? And so it's got a lot of body to it, which is in some ways really
Right, right.
nice. I like something that has some body on it.
Yeah, this would be great to drink with your meal or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, this would be great. You sit there and you this a burger, thumbs up, man. Tecate, understand, yes, you rank 3, but you are doing a really good job, especially for a mass-produced beer.
Right.
Because the fact is, most mass-produced beer is designed to be as well not unique as possible. It's designed to be just completely bland.
Right, right.
But this is a good beer. It's got some good mouthfeel. It's got some good malty notes to it. Not a whole bunch. I mean, you don't get a bunch of malt with this particular
Right, but you get a
style.
little bit. You look at a little bit, and it is good, and there's not any bitterness. There's not any weird flavors or anything
You
like
get a
that.
little bit of corniness with it. It
Yeah.
does taste a little bit of corn,
Hmm.
which is not a problem with this one. So flavor wise, like we were saying, you get a little bit of malt. You get a good bit of corn on there too. As a matter of fact, almost I think you might actually get more corn than malt. Almost, not quite, but you get a lot of corn in it. Then that's not a bad thing
Hmm.
though. Um, so overall, it's a good beer.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think I
good.
don't think Tecate has a problem. They should keep doing what they're doing. You know.
Exactly, and just because we ranked it as three, I mean, in this we're talking about, hey, this is a beer that you're going to be drinking all night. If you're sitting there talking with friends and everything, it's just a little heavy to be drinking all night, and that's the only
Yeah,
reason that it rates it at
yeah, if
three.
you're drinking it by itself, you're probably done it for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Whereas, so number 2 here, yes, the Estrella Jalisco, made
Yes.
out in Guadalajara, Mexico. This is a new one for us here in Georgia, at least, or at least right here in the area that we live in, which is just north of Atlanta. I just started seeing these recently. No real head retention. This is just gone. There's a
Right.
couple bubbles in there, but nothing
Exactly.
else. However, it is crystal clear. I mean, I could sit there and read a newspaper through this thing, no
Hmm.
problem. Um,
Yeah, it's got a good yellow tint though. I mean, it's not clear
yes,
like
it's
water.
not watery. It's not like you're sitting there and looking at a Corona Light or something. It looks like a beer. It's got a slight amberish orange color to it.
Yeah,
It's a
orangey.
good color, which yes, that is important. I mean, you eat with your eyes first.
Okay.
So smell wise, it's pretty similar to the Ducati
Hmm.
actually. You get a little bit of malt, a little bit of corn to it. Let's see about the mouthfeel. Now, this is where you had an issue with this was the
Yeah.
mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So tell me, it's just so
It's
easy
it's
drinking.
it's very watery. It's very watery, and I don't like my. I like to feel something in my mouth, and this you don't really feel the carbonation. Like we said, there's not much on the
By the way,
top of it
save
now.
that clip. So
You know, it's a little too watery for me. That's the thing. I mean, it's got a good flavor. Is it?
it
Don't get me
does.
wrong. It's got good flavor. You could pound it probably really quickly just because it's like drinking water. But I don't think
L'chaim.
I'd be wanted. I don't think I'd be wanted be just drinking this. I don't. There's not enough there for me. I mean, it's got flavor, but it's just not what I want to be drinking. I want my mouth to experience
The
uh
beer.
yeah, in the beer. You know, I've got to have a little bit of carbonation.
But
It's
you know
you know,
what? If it's a hot Cinco de Mayo, if you live someplace where the
and it's really
sun's beating
cold,
down
and it's
on
really
you
cold.
and you're outside,
Yeah, it might be really good. It's really
it's the
cold.
way to go.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was number two. So number one, agreed on by both of us, is the Sierra Nevada Sierraveza. I got the bottle right here.
Yeah. Yum.
This one we just happened to see while we were getting the beers
Mm.
together for this, and I was like, Sierraveza. I just saw it and I was like, oh, what's this? And I picked it up. I said, that's from Sierra Nevada. I'm like, we got to try one from Sierra Nevada. And this did not disappoint, proving that the craft brewers here in America are still on the cutting edge of everything they do. And Sierra Nevada is not resting on its laurels. They could just sit there and be happy making their IPA and
Mm.
making their torpedo and everything else. But you know, this is a part of a whole new slew of products I've been seeing from them recently.
Mm.
We've got, you know, of course they just put out their celebration like they do every year. But we got the Sierraveza, we've got the Hazy Little Thing, which is their New England style IPA, although it's got a little bit of West Coast attitude to it. And you've also got their Otra Vez Gosa, which came out a year or two ago, and that one is everything that they've been doing lately has been great. So let's take a look. Not much head retention, not a
Right.
problem. Like I said, for this style, you really don't expect a whole bunch of head
Yeah, it's got more
retention.
than the last one though. It does.
It's got some aroma to it.
Yeah, it does. It smells. It has something that you can describe. Whereas the other ones are so light. A lot of times you can hardly. I mean, it smells like beer.
The only other beer in this entire flight that had aroma to it was the Corona,
Hmm.
and it was light struck hops. That was the
Yeah,
that was the flavor.
smelled like Corona.
Yeah, it
Corona.
smelled like Corona.
Yeah.
That's right. And yeah, this one you definitely get some maltiness, but you get some floral hoppiness too. But
Definitely.
the big thing that I'm so happy about is we're drinking Sierra Nevada and it doesn't taste like a Christmas tree.
Right.
That's the only criticism I really have of a lot of Sierra Nevada's beer is that I get. It's not that I don't like Cascade hops. It's I get tired of them after a while. But this one, they might have used Cascade in it. I don't know, but it doesn't have that characteristic Cascade pine flavor to it. Oh, it's just so good.
It is good.
The body on it is right in
Right. It's
between
perfect.
the Estrella Jalisco and the Tecate. Tecate's too thick. The
Right.
Jalisco's too thin. This one dead on.
Hmm.
Great job, Sierra Nevada.
Yep.
The flavor on it got maltiness. No corn here.
Right.
There ain't no corn tasting in this. That's malt
Yeah,
right
and
there,
there's a little bit of bitterness and it lasts throughout the back end, but it's
which
not
is a
too much.
good
Yeah,
thing.
it's not bad
It
at all. It's
adds a nice counterpoint,
yeah.
and it's got some floral qualities to it too. It's
Hmm.
not just bitter. It's
Right.
got some floweriness. It's got
Yeah.
some fruitiness to it.
Yeah.
Man, the malt is so good in this, and
It is really good.
it's so perfectly
And
balanced.
it's not just malt either. It's like you're saying. There's some floral notes, a little bit of fruity notes. I don't know what I can taste there exactly fruit wise, but you it's not just flowers, but it's very very muted floral notes. But you can still taste them, so it's balanced. I like
It's
it.
this Sierra Nevada.
Mhm.
This is incredible. I know my next Cinco party, I know what I'm bringing. It's not even a question for me. I am bringing Sierraveza. It is a great beer. If you don't like this, you need to go to a doctor. There is something wrong with your taste buds.
Right. So you'll have that and Corona, right?
Well, you know, you got to have something to
This,
go and wash the dishes in. So, I mean, by the way, that's not really a knock on Corona. Let me explain something real quick. So the Corona we got was the bottled Corona. We looked for the can. We couldn't grab it in time to go and make this video. And the clear bottles, if you haven't heard, are horrible for the aging of the beer. It just makes the beer age extra fast. It's not a good thing. I wish Corona would move away from it, but the fact is that it is a good marketing tool because you can see when they go and stick the lime in there, which is to cover up the bad flavor from being in a clear bottle.
Hmm.
But
Hey, but like I was saying though in the last video, you have a Corona and it's hot and you're thirsty and you put a lime in there and you have that first couple sips. It's really good.
all right. No. I was thinking, what if we put a lime in the Sierraveza?
No.
But that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
That would be an abomination
That's
against
right.
God and man.
Hmm.
So mm,
It'd be like
so
trying to touch up
good.
the paint on the Mona Lisa, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. It's
Yeah.
just
That's right.
anyone can use some cobalt blue.
That's
I
right.
mean,
She's not smiling enough. Let me fix that.
all right, guys. So once again, this are the top three beers that we had. We had Tecate, we had Estrella Jalisco, and we had Sierra Nevada Sierraveza. All of them good to great beers. But the Sierraveza, home run, knocked it out
Yeah.
of the park.
Yeah.
Pick it up, buy it for your friends, buy it for your grandma. Okay, it is an amazing beer. I don't know if it's a special or if it's something they're going to keep on constant rotation, but they if they're only doing it once a year, it needs to be this time of year every year.
Yeah. It's a
Any
good beer.
final thoughts?
It's a good beer. That's it.
All right. That works for me. All right, folks, this has been the Southern Drink Review. We appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the alarm bell so you can sit there and see whenever we upload new content, including our upcoming video from our new studio, which is not going to be his kitchen. And don't forget to check the description. You'll see links to our other videos, how we rank these beers from number 6 to number 1, and what is the best type of tequila for Cinco de Mayo. Go ahead, click it, find out. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Have a good night.